Live streams. Got it. All right, good. Just want to do a quick, just wait for Josh to get in here and we'll get started. Dennis, good to see you too. Good to see you all. Wow, love this attendance. Great to see some great faces. A lot of good students. Charlie, Chris Cox, how you been? David, Diana, good to see you. Eric, Guy Sonneman, good to see you all. Some old and new faces. Look at that. Beautiful. Margaret, good to see you. Good to see you guys. Same here. Just on host, yeah. I mean, it's a free webinar. That's why. So we have the chats. I don't know how to fix it, but I think the way the meeting was made. So I think everyone can see the attendee list. All right, Josh, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Fausto.
All right, good. Is my cam working? Oh yeah. Look at there. There we go. Perfect. All right, everybody. Good to see you all. Just let me share my screen really. Let me just share my screen for all of us to watch. Screen 3. There we go. All right. So welcome everyone to coming here. So we want to do this webinar really quick at this event. Basically next week is a very, very big week. We did the Florida Expo, the Florida, the Traders Summit in Florida. Now we're coming back to New York. Now that COVID is done, I know a lot of you, it was kind of difficult to be there. We want to kind of talk about what's going to go on, what's happening in the market right now, what we're going to be doing. And hopefully, I know it's last minute. Some people, if you still want to come on site, you still can. If not, you could do the webcast. It'll be almost like half the price for it. But we'll tell you exactly what it is. I want you to hear from some of the students. I know we have some of the traders in here, but want to kind of give you a synopsis of what's happening. So who here was logged in with Josh into Traders Talk? Just give me a chat and let me know. Grant, you were. Scott, Gary, Barbara. Okay, good. Margaret, good to see you all. Yep. Okay, good. So, and just out of curiosity, who here has been to an on-site or has been to a webcast? Just give me a yes or no. Grant, you've been here many times. I know that. Eric, you haven't. Larry, Brad. Yep, I see you. That's right. William, good to see you all. Okay. So there are a lot of people in here, and what we want to do is, before I start going into and tell you what's happening in the market and what we're seeing, what's going on and what we're going to be doing, I want to just play a quick little video and basically exactly some of the, I don't know if you ever watched it before or listened to some of the testimonials, but I want to share this with you really quick and then we'll continue. So hold on.
What I like about Fausto, as opposed to when I was initially started learning just on YouTube by myself, was he's just not teaching like some kind of magic secret or or some indicator that's going to work this week. He's teaching price action and teaching you to find where the buyers and sellers are, and I think that's real trading.
Fausto calls it like it is, and he tells you what is potentially available for you to do, but he doesn't sugarcoat it. Because he says he can bring you to the water, but it's up to you to decide if you drink from it, or you can pull the trade, and how are you going to execute it. But he'll give you a lot of tools so that you have the best chance of succeeding.
Confidence is way up. You take what you can from who you can, and you develop your own process, right? So when you find excellent teachers, you just stick to them and just get all you can out of them.
I gotta tell you, the on-site's been great. Like I said, around other trader environment.
This is my third on-site. I enjoy it. The Costello and Josh are good teachers. And they open up new ideas each time.
Just develops that relationship and that confidence in the material that you're learning, and you always hear things that you're never going to hear when you're just sitting out on a Zoom call or in a video.
There's nothing better than coming to downside and actually meeting with other traders and experience of just being around them and associating with traders. That's how you get better. One Ocean is just, this is a great location. It's just unbelievable. Like just walk out, you got the beach right there just to see ocean. It's just great environment and everybody's relaxed and calm. Food is great. We had a great meal. Always does a great job. On the meals, I gotta tell you, it's just phenomenal. I was not expecting that.
Now, the hotel, you couldn't ask for a nicer place. It's like a 6-star hotel, not a 5-star. You ask for something in 2 minutes, they're at your door with whatever you need. Food, superb. I've never been in a place that can do buffet meals so tasty. Can't say enough about that. My biggest takeaway from this is, for example, in this morning's trading session is I couldn't find anything really to trade. And then I noticed everybody else was doing or in the same boat. So that's nice because when you're at home alone trying to trade, sometimes you think, wow, I'm just not getting it. But you don't have anybody else to bounce that off of. And then you realize you've got 7 other guys that are hunting just like you are. And you realize, okay, there isn't anything. It's not just me, it's the market. So that was really nice opportunity to share this with everybody else, to be in that kind of environment.
I think something that's very different about Busta is he focuses on users and how do you take a loss out? How do you decide when it's time to get out? And this is very different from most people's mindsets, and most people can present and teach like, oh, how do you win? How do you make money? And Fausto is really about protect that money, and as long as you have that base that grows, then you're doing well.
I strongly suggest anyone, especially those starting in the business, would benefit quite a bit by coming down, listening to Costello and Josh.
He's the real the amount of experience he has is just, it just comes through. I mean, it's just a real.
You're in a great place and listen carefully, and you're not going to hear it anymore.
All right, sorry about the audio on that. Once again, it was kind of last minute when we did that audio. That was the last event that we did down in Florida, and you could see from some of the students out there. I mean, like we've done some testimonials. We have a lot of testimonials that we've done from a lot of you, and it's just great to have you guys there. And some of you have been there many of times. I want to show you a couple of pictures really quick. So this is a great photograph. You know, you could see Lita, you could see Glenn, you're there. I mean, you could see Nick, you could see everyone, you could see pictures of you. Just so many happy faces have been here over the years, and not only taking it once, taking it several times. You know, some people brought their family, you know, their kids with them. But we've done so many great activities with our traders. And what's nice about it is that the reason why I wanted to do this, and we rarely ever do a webinar like this, is that when you trade with each other, it's nice that you get to meet each other, you know, and as much as all of you have met each other, you know, in the trading room, we're like a family, you know, where we trade together, we look together, we get to know each other a little bit more. And I'll tell you the truth. There's some of you here that have taken the class and been here on site. You just like Alex Pug, for example, you heard him. He's been here, I think, almost 3 times now. I think he's coming again. He's going to be here next week. And I just can't tell you how much he has grown from the day he started to the day he's been here, how much better he is. And you'll see some of these people here every day. Grant Brockway, you've been here, you know, several times, and you've been with us for many years. You know, Glenn, you've been here so many times and seeing how you progressed. So there've been a lot of traders in here for a long, long time. And you just get to know each other and you start feeling more comfortable. And most importantly, it's the only times we get to kind of work with you. Lita, I mean, how many times you've been here, Lita? Probably, I don't know, what, 5, 6 times? I missed you the last time we were playing on the guitar. Lita always sings a nice, great song for us before the end of the day. One of my students actually gave me like an $8,000 guitar as a gift from Gibson, and it was like a limited edition Gibson. And it was only played like 3 times, only 3 people played it. It was Lita. I think I tried to play. I can't play. But these are the kind of things and fun that we have. We have a great dinner. We go to one of the top restaurants, and we get to just mingle, have some wine, and eat there. But it's just a great experience to kind of be with everybody and get to know everybody out there. So there you are, Lita. There's a picture of you right there on the left-hand side. So if everybody doesn't know what Lita looks like, but it's just nice. You get to meet each other and everything else. But the big part about it is not just more of us getting to know each other as a team, as a family, but it also helps us all kind of learn how to trade better. Now, this event is exclusively for, that's right. There's Andrea on the left-hand side. That's right. Andrea's been here for many times from Canada. Absolutely. Canadians. There you are, both of you. What was nice about that being here is that it also kind of helps answer some of the trading questions that it's kind of hard to do it on a webinar. Now, I started webinars about 30 years ago. I used to try to do an on-site, but you know what? It's just hard because there's so many of you around the world. I actually had a student once who said, wanted to uplift his whole family from Utah and come here. And I says, you know what? Before and he was really, really like, wanted to do this. He was willing to, he actually drove like 8 hours from Utah. I was doing a presentation in Vegas, and he was going on a cruise the next day. He wanted to come and personally meet with me. And he didn't care because he never met me before. He's done my classes, and he had to leave. He didn't even stay at a hotel. He went back to Utah, and I told him, I said, listen, as much as I want you to uproot your family and come to New York and work on site, and work in our on-site facility, I highly do not recommend you do that, because you don't have to anymore. We're going to meet time and time again. You can come and fly down. And you know what? I'm glad he did, because it's a lot cheaper living in Utah, he found out, than in New York. And but he did very well, and and that was the great part of that, one of the stories. So but here's the opportunity for you guys to come down. Now, we only do this like once or twice a year. I would like to do it I would like to do it in the spring also, if we can. But you know what? You have this right now. Let's go out there and learn how to do it. So really quick, now I want to bring Josh into this. Now, Josh, tell a little bit about what you do and your experience of being here and getting to meet all the traders that have been here over and over and over again.
Yeah, here, give me a quick sec. I'll get my webcam up here. I figured I'd scare everyone off. No, I'm just trying to click start video right now, Fausto. For some reason, it's giving me a little bit of an issue getting my webcam up. I'm not just saying that to say it. Can I start your video? Because the host has stopped it. All right, well, I'll tell you what, I'm trying to get my webcam up, folks, but you don't need the webcam for me to at least vouch and say this is an incredible event. Really, I just came off Traders Talk where I had to rush through like the last couple of questions, like Granted, of course, we don't do a next workshop normally at this very point in time, but the Trader Summit gives us the chance to continue that conversation. I had a student message me because I thought he was coming here. I think he had a work issue just pop up recently. It took him away, but he was saying like, hey, is this going to be like a chance for us to kind of really go over everything for a long period of time? I'm with you on these coaching calls. Yeah, absolutely. Like, we have structured events throughout this on-site. Like, we're doing live trading. We have some fun workshops lined up. There is some free time sprinkled in between there. We are having fun as well. Get to know your fellow traders and get to know Fausto and myself. But really, it's just myself and Fausto walking up and down and looking directly over your shoulder. So, for those that want to ask me, hey, Josh, let me get you here really quick. This is like the chance to kind of do that. And really, it helps jumpstart your education.
Yeah, and some of the things that you're going to learn on the on-site more than differently than we do here on the webinar. Not only are we going to be able to look over your shoulder, and let me tell you, sometimes it's so much easier when we see your screen and your layout. Those are the things that we have to look at. And yes, I'm going to answer. One of you guys came here and asked me a question because you were coming on site. I'm going to add. You want to know what you need for it. I'm going to bring that up. That's a great question. But let me just go over the agenda really quick and explain to you what we're going to be doing. So Wednesday, the event is 2 days. It's Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday is going to be set up. Okay, so from 5 to 7, we're going to have a setup period where you can bring your computers down, and we'll be there also. And, you know, like I said, we'll get to meet before, but we start around, we have breakfast from 8 to 9 o'clock. And if you're doing the webcast, you know, you're going to be in the meeting. Basically, I'm going to do live trading from 9:30 to 10:30. Then we have a 30-minute break. Then we're going to do a traders talk. But Josh is going to do a different workshop. It's not the same thing that you see on Tuesdays. We're going to be doing 2 different events. We're going to do a not only just a traders talk, but we're going to do an options class too. So Josh is going to do an options class. I'm going to do live trading. I'm going to get into positions. We're going to, and I know some of you are going to want to trade live in there. We're going to trade live together. This is probably the only times I really ever do that. And then we'll do the afternoon meeting, and we're doing live trading to close. So it's going to be more of an advanced phase 3. And then you're going to get these other workshops that are going to come along with it. And then we're going to have dinner at 6 to 8 or 7, 8. Yeah. 6 to 8, we'll have a little break, and then we'll have dinner at one of the exclusive restaurants in the area. On Thursday, a couple other new events that we're going to be doing, we're going to throw in there. First of all, Bookmap is going to be there live. Okay, so some of you know Bruce Pringle. He's one of the top instructors there. He lives here locally. He's going to be coming on. So you get to meet with him. He'll walk around, help you set up your Bookmap, ask great detailed questions. And once again, this is all going to be recorded on the webcast also. Josh is also going to do a swing trading class. I'm going to be doing live trading like my phase 3. So there's going to be a lot of action for 2 full days that you're going to get for this event. And once again, food is, and everything is going to be available for you during that time. Now, this is yeah, go ahead.
Real quick, just to go back, just like 2 slides there, just I want to make mention, because you mentioned the swing trading for Thursday, right?
Right.
On Wednesday, we got an options workshop coming in there. And I mentioned that in our Traders Talk workshop earlier today. I was mentioning that, you know, I have a full A to Z workshop already printed out, good to go, as far as, you know, how we look to day trade the options using specifically level 3 and level 4. Really quick, for any of my options traders out there, right? For any of my traders that follow the Greeks, no hate, but you don't need to do the deltas, the gammas, the whatchamacallits. Level 3 and level 4 is your way to go with this. Really, just, you know, a lot of what we've already taught or have taught you in class, it's really applicable to trading options. But in this workshop, I will go through all the steps included.
Josh, try your cam now. You should probably be working. I saw you probably made you a co-host. This should probably work now. There we go.
There we go. See, I wasn't kidding before though.
You're a human. No, it's great. It's great to have you. By the way, when are you flying in?
Good question. Flying in Monday afternoon.
Okay, good. That's right. He's got to see his family, which is great about it. But yeah, also, like I said, that's really going to be the agenda. If you're doing the webcast, because I know it's like last minute, you know, like I said, all this stuff is going to be available. The only thing you're not going to get is the dinner and the lunches. Really pretty much it. But you're going to get access. It's going to be recorded. So if you're going to miss any times, you're going to have it. On-site people are going to have it recorded too, so you can go back to it. You know, I really don't think we ever really had, you know, a bad on-site, you know, as in, I mean, listen, we had some crazy stocks that made some really, really big moves. We always found things that do move very well. It's just a fun event. So there's a lot of things we're going to cover. You could see right here, some of the stuff. We're going to find low price stocks. We're going to do some option trading strategies. We're going to be doing some, you know, momentum trading. We're going to do some chart reading. Rich is going to be there too. I mean, some of you guys did with Rich. He did he helped set up your platforms. You know, he's going to be there. So you get to meet the whole staff, but once again, be able to help look at your computer, make sure everything's set up properly. So now what is going to cost? Everyone's asking me now, if you sign up, if you come to on-site, you know, it was the 1,600, we had 20% off on the ticket, but if you can't make it, you could do the webcast for $997. And as a bonus, what we're going to do for the webcast is you could do it in 3 payments. So you don't have to pay the whole thing if you don't want to up front. You know what I mean? You could do it. You could pay the whole thing. If you want to, you could pay in 3 payments, but I can almost guarantee you, this thing's going to pay for itself. Okay. It's our biggest event that we do every year. It's the most exciting part of the event. You got the link right there. And like I said, you could do the webcast, or if you want to come to New York, I mean, we'd love to see you guys here. And the big thing about doing it on site too, it's not a big class. We always keep it a little bit small. Try to limit it to who can. We actually had a couple of people that can't make it last minute. So some seats did open up. So if you're in the area, you know, I know plane tickets right now to New York are pretty inexpensive. So if you still could do it, hotel price is not that bad, but at least do the webcast. Okay.
Fausto, show the DWAC trade. That was one that we got like 2 years ago. You know, that was at the onsite, right? That was at a trade or something.
That was awesome.
I remember Alex killed it on that. A bunch of us did there. I always trip up that one and the HKD.
DWAC. That was awesome. So we did an on-site, and some of you remember this. It was right here. I'm going to bring this up. This was the day of our on-site, and just being the right place at the right time. And that exact date, if you look at the date, was October 21st, and that stock went from $10, and one day it ran from 12 to 50, and the next day it ran all the way to 175. We're just in the right place at the right time. And actually, that was a very unorthodox type of a on-site. We had to kind of like scratch a lot of things were going on because everyone was just doing right. George did great that day. I remember George was here that time, was trading it. But yeah, these are the things that are going to happen, and it's kind of hard to kind of express that on-site online than do it on-site. But you could still, like I said, still benefit from it if you can do it. All right. Does anyone have any questions? Is this tax deductible? That's up to your accountant, you know, and it's how you set up your accounting. But I know that we had I'm not an accountant, I can't tell you, but I know I have my account and things are deductible. And we also had Traders Accounting on here. Education is deductible. So, you know, once again, I'm definitely interested. So like I said, and another thing too, it's also pretty cool. Like I said, if you come on site, you could enjoy. New York is beautiful at this time of the year. Great fishing. You got the Hamptons, or if you do it online, like I said, you could save a big cost saving. As a bonus, we're going to throw something else in there too for everybody. You will be able to get a free coaching class with this too. So if you do come and you do register a webcast or whatever, you're going to get a free coaching. Vienna is a great hotel. Lita, I know you've been to the spa a few times, right? It's a nice boutique hotel, big rooms, everything else. Does anyone else have any questions?
You know, with the coaching really quick, because especially now at the option side of things, I mentioned this even yesterday. I was saying, like, I have a student, just one, but in coaching them on the ES, using Bookmap for the ES. So, you know, the coaching that comes with the webcast, if you decide to do this, we could tailor that around whatever you'd like to learn more about or whatever you're using right now or trading. So if you're just following more options right now, and even if you're setting it more out for like December expirations, you know, we'll be able to kind of tailor the coaching and what we focus on around you. So,
and another thing, personally, I really want to see you guys. You know what I mean? I really want to see you. If it's not on the webcast, it's on site. I mean, me and Josh, we see you guys all day long. We love all of you, but you know, sometimes, you know, make that little investment, come and see us, or at least do the webcast. You know what I mean? This is a very, very important class. I think this is like our level 4 class, or our final lesson class that we do. And it's very important to us that you guys be there. And, you know, and it's just, like I said, it's just, there's some of you, and so some of you here already took it, depending on where you are. If you upgraded, you know, you get it for free anyway. So just utilize it. So if you want to know if you had to upgrade to be like a platinum or a diamond, it's included. You don't have to pay for it. So these are the benefits we want to do. But it does feel great. I always love to put the face with you. I always like to see you guys being part of it. Make a commitment, be there. You need to do it. Doing a virtual, excited, Tracy. Good. I'm good to see you there, Tracy. Edwin, would you show the itinerary again? Yes, I'll just bring it up over here for Edwin. So that's the itinerary. So Wednesday, you get Tuesday. You don't have to come and set up on Tuesday if you don't want to, depending on when you are. But the room will be open from 5 to 7. You can set up your computers. One thing I do recommend too. Also, let me just show you this. Hold on, let me be right back. So. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so one cool thing everyone should get, if you do come to onsite, they have these extra monitors that you could buy on Amazon for like 150. So you got dual monitors. So one other thing, Victor, I know I had him. Alex has them too. But if you bring your laptop, because you're going to need a laptop, you know, make an investment on these. If you don't like, you can always return. Amazon takes everything back. You know, so if you don't like them, but it's really cool. It doesn't take any power. Just plug it. Definitely have a minimum of 2 monitors. You know, I know a lot of people here that when you're home, you got a nice little setup, but if you come on site, you definitely recommend that.
Fausto, Steve was asking that there too, just as you're going from bottom to top, he was saying anything other than a laptop that we should bring. So you did answer a good chunk of that there.
Yeah, just that's basically it. Your laptop, you know, maybe lose like 10 pounds before you get here, because I'll probably make you gain 10 pounds. Everyone knows that. And just get that extra monitor. If you ever, you could ask Rich. Rich, I don't know if Rich is down here. Rich can post you a link on Amazon where to get it if you don't have one. So the room's open Tuesday, not Monday. Right. It's open on Tuesday. Tuesday from 5 to 7. And then we start live. You could set up in the morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't really take that long to set up. But if you just want to go see the room or whatever, but we'll be there setting up ourselves if you want to come and say hello beforehand. And if you're around, we'll have a drink.
Fausto,
right.
just a couple last things. So maybe you attended to this, and my apologies if you did. So William was saying, hey, do you explain how to find stocks to trade? And then just on top of that, saying, looking forward to seeing how to use the Bookmap better.
Right. So that the good thing is that we're having Bookmap come there. And once again, we'll be able to answer those questions in great detail in the webcast. So if you can't be there, but we'll cover a lot of that. And, you know, we're going to spend a lot of time focusing on it. And, you know, that's like our number one thing that we use is that Bookmap platform or NASDAQ Book Viewer. Listen, you got to remember the people that are in here right now, you're at a different level. All right. You're not a free trial. You're not going to be dealing with those people. You know, you're doing this as a career. So it's not like it's a lot of money. It's expensive to do it, but you know, it's getting that opportunity to be there and seeing Bruce talk to you. Just that alone is like a great coaching session.
Bruce is great. Bruce is like, again, I would tell you otherwise, but Bruce is a really good presenter. Like he educates very clearly, well.
Well, the big thing about being a beginner, being in there and coming in there, I mean, you're not technically as much as a beginner, otherwise you wouldn't be here. But the great part about it is that we have people that taken it one time, we have people come back 2, 3, 4 times. And you're going to meet those people. You know, if you're a beginner, you're going to listen, we only can do so much. But when you start getting meet the other traders in the room that are going to be here, if it's not on the webcast or if it's going to be on site, you're going to really kind of like, they're going to listen, we're all out to help each other. They're going to want to help you because if they can help you, you're going to help them make money. That's part of it, you know? All right. Any other questions? Yes, replays are included. Absolutely. You're going to have access to replays. You're going to, the archives will be on your dashboard. Any other questions? So, Josh, you have anything else you want to add or anything else?
No. I mean, we covered all bases as far as, you know, what we're going to be doing there. And certainly if you're able to make it in person, we really look forward to seeing you there. We have a couple of us joining us for like the second or third time, but we always love to have new faces join us. You know, whether you're a fairly new student or whether you've been with us for a little while and it's your first go around, but especially for those that are able to make it on the webcast, you're going to get as much value as far as the presentations, the live trading involved. You know, I know Fausto, you said it's kind of like an advanced phase 3, right? So, you know, it's really our best, you know, offering as far as education classes that we have. So,
yeah, that's the, I just post a link up there for all of you. And, you know, basically there's the webcast for 3 payments. So if everybody wants to do that, you can watch a couple of more videos, a little bit more about the hotel. I also recommend these videos are actually pretty good too. If you want to listen to some of the old students that we have too, that have been to past ones, these are really nice and clean and really nice testimonials. You might want to read that. So, you know, just if you want to know a little bit more about it. All right. And also you could also talk to education advisor. If it's Josh, if it's John, if it's Nick, just give them a quick call if you want to know more about it to lock yourself in. So with that said, anything else before we go? It's just, you know, it's great to see everyone in here. You know, just really kind of been here and it's been a long day. Josh, you're probably tired. You've been between.
I've been filling up. I got my water cup right here. So we've been hydrated.
Yeah. I had to finish. I'm on my second cup of coffee, but now I might have to probably hit my third. But thanks everybody for being here. I look forward to seeing all of you. And, you know, I really, really do. Me and Josh and the staff. But if you can't come on site last minute, that's okay. But please, at least do the webcast, okay? 3 payments. I think everybody can afford that. And then get your free coaching, lock it in. Thanks, everybody, for coming. Edwin, good to see you. Brad, Grant, good to see you all. Barb, Lita, great to see you. And let's have a little fun together. We'll see you then.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Catch everybody this afternoon as well, Insider Trading Room.